Bradford, Stoke suffered. Excuse me. Because of EDL's visit to this city, people who have got a message of hatred, people who are not welcome to Bradford, they have forced themselves to come to Bradford. They're costing the taxpayer a lot of money that we can't afford. They're costing the local council the money that we can well spend on schools and other services. Because of these people's visits, it's costing this city a lot of money. And I think the politicians need to come to an understanding. They need to declare them as a fascist organization so that they can have no place in our society. I will now invite the next speaker, Vicky Baars, who is from the NUS LGBT campaign. Vicky Baars.
Hi, so my name is Vicky Baars and I'm one of the NUS LGBT officers, and I'm here with a couple of members from the National Committee as well, and I'm here to talk about LGBT students and the LGBT community. And we have a proud tradition of fighting against fascism, as it directly affects the way that we live our lives. Bradford is home to nearly 50,000 students in post-16 education, and many LGBT students choose to go to university or college because it's an environment that they feel safe in, they feel comfortable to be who they are. So having to live in fear of violence is not the result they were looking for. However, the realities are that hate crime is on the rise and that there is an increase in homophobic attacks too. So whatever it might be, whether it be bullying, attacks, harassment, name-calling, because you are, or because someone thinks you are, gay, lesbian, bisexual and or trans, it's a crime. So when I stood face to face against the EDL in Bolton, and I was insulted more times than I care to remember because of the way they perceived my sexuality, it made me sick that these verbal abuse flew through lines of the police and they were prepared to do nothing about it. Well, there are too many reasons to list why these events happen to people, but I truly believe it's got a lot to do with fear. The fear that some people have about something that is different from who they are or the way that they live their life. The English Defence League aren't just an example of a group of people fearing what isn't familiar to them. They believe in the misconceptions, in the media hype and the nonsense that is fed to them by political parties like the BNP. They are hateful of what they don't understand and are not willing to understand it. Well, it's not only students being educated here in Bradford, we're all here today with the knowledge and to live out our understanding that difference is to be celebrated. It's a positive contribution. We learn, grow and understand from people who are different from us. We learn respect, we learn acceptance, and we eventually create a community where we can feel at ease with one another. A place where you're not judged for the colour of your skin, the gender of the person you fall in love with, or the origin of your country of origin, or your religious beliefs. Because you're judged as an individual and not as a stereotype. Because bisexuals aren't greedy, asylum seekers aren't the cause of the recession, and true Islam does not preach homophobia. For these reasons and many, many more, we're here sending this message today, loud and clear, that we are not who you think we are. We aren't afraid to come and bring our realities and our perspectives to the table. EDL, you may fear us for being different from you, but we will not fear you for being ignorant from us.